Now that I've introduced the brush tool, I'm now going to show you custom brushes. So I've made a shape here, and the reason of the shape will become apparent once you see the final brush. I'm going to reduce it in size, holding Alt and Shift, left mouse button dragging across, and make a copy of that. And I do that again for those two, and so on for 4, and then I copy the 8. We'll add another 4 on the end of that just to make it a little bit longer. And we highlight all, and just to make sure that there's equal spacing between each shape, I go to Align and I click this button, Horizontal Distribute Left. So this gives equal spacing between all shapes. And I'm going to go to Object and Group to group those shapes together. Now, as you might see, this is a kind of rope formation with all those shapes together. So I'm going to highlight all those again, and I'm going to go to Brushes in the Swatches panel, and I'm going to click the top right hand corner, and I'm going to go to New Brush, and I'm going to select Art Brush, and I'm going to click OK. Now I could leave this the way it is and just go ahead and click OK, but I'm going to name this Rope just so we can identify it more easily, and I'll click OK. Now, as you'll see, we'll have the stretch of rope in the Brushes panel. So that done, we can now select the stroke. Doesn't matter what colour the stroke is as long as we select the stroke. I've selected black, and I'm going to use a brush, and with the rope selected in the Brushes panel, I can now draw with a rope. Likewise, I can use the pen tool to draw a wavy line, and I can apply the rope. I've designed a logo in the past, and I've actually used a rope and the custom brush to go around the outline and the edge of the logo with a rope. So it's a very effective thing to know, and I'll now go on to show you 2 other custom brushes. So I'm going to delete this wiggly line, select this length of rope, I'm going to go to Object, Ungroup, and with Shift and Alt I'm going to copy a shape out of that. With that shape highlighted, I'm going to go to the Brushes panel, top right hand corner, click New Brush. I'm going to select Art Brush once again, I'm going to click OK. Now as you can see, rather than a series of these shapes, we now have just a single shape. So I'm going to name this Rope Brush, and we'll disable the fill by going to Swatches None with the fill highlighted on the left beneath Tools, and clicking the fill, the stroke rather, we're going to select the colour from the swatches. Now the colour we select doesn't really matter because it's already defined by the shape which I've made into a brush. So by default this brush will be brown and not black as in the stroke selected. So if we select the brush tool and we begin to paint, you'll now see that it uses this shape as the brush. Likewise, we can also use the pen tool for the same purpose. You'll see it does draw the line first with the pen tool, and we need to go to Brushes and then we click on the Rope Brush, and there it applies it. So that's how we use this shape as a brush. So I'll now go on to show you the next, and for the next I've developed some flowers. And with these flowers, we're going to use a scatter brush. So I'll move these up just to isolate. And with those highlighted, I'm going to go to Brushes, Panel, and click right hand corner, top right, New Brush, and I'm going to go to Scatter Brush. Click OK. I'm going to lay in that flowers. Click OK. Now, go to swatches, and we'll just click any colour for the stroke, because it's going to be the colour of the flowers that's already defined, and we'll ensure that no fill is selected. And we go to the paintbrush, and we click on the canvas once, and this is the result. So now we have like a stamp effect. By clicking only once on the canvas, we can replicate this formation of flowers. Now, with the pen tool, let's do a wiggly line, and we go to the brushes tool. Because it's a pen tool, we need to do this process because it draws the line first. Click on that scatter brush, and it scatters the formation of flowers along the path of the pen tool. So this represents actually 2 custom brush types, but 3 ways in which I use them. As you go on to design different logos, you might find various uses for the custom brushes. The good thing is it's very easy to learn, and it does pay off well, so you should jump right in and give it a go.